Jamie Richards' team and, of course, their flagship horse in so many ways, Melody Bell, and at the moment currently leading the Trainers' Premiership. It's been a stellar season thus far, and Jamie is joining us on the line. We're going to have a chat to him about his runners today, and in particular the favourite for the Sistema Railway. Jamie, compliments of the season to you. Thanks so much for making your time available to us again. And how's your girl for the big Group 1 today?
Morning, Greg. Yeah, same to you. Melody Bell's in great order. She's ready to go. Just needs a bit of luck and running.
Tell us about your thoughts around when the barrier came out. Reading in the New Zealand Herald, you had to take a deep breath for a couple of seconds and then move on because there is not a heck of a lot you can do once the marbles have settled. But what are your thoughts now? You've had a bit of time to consider, and taking into account there's a heck of a lot of speed early on, which could play into your hands.
Yeah, I guess heart sunk a little bit when it popped up on NZTR there, but that's just the way it goes. And she'd been very fortunate with some good barriers at Hastings, so it was probably going to happen at some stage. But look, as you say, there's good speed in the race. Hopefully they'll string out a little bit. She might be able to slot in.
Let's have a look at her most recent trial and get you to tell us how you felt she went and how well she's come through this with a lead towards the big one today.
Yeah, she sort of got back a little bit, drew out of the trial that day at Te Aroha and quickened up nicely. She was out there to do a little bit that day. She had a quiet trial at Matamata and said to Shafiq to make her do a bit. And that tidied up nicely and brought her on. And she had an exhibition gallop at Te Rapa 10 days ago, and that brought her on again, and her work since has been really good.
Jamie, she has to break a little bit of a hoodoo in terms of not being able to win from barriers wider than 7, but really they're only statistics, and she doesn't know anything about those, does she?
No, she doesn't, and she's the class mare of the race. She's in wonderful form, and set weights and penalties probably suits her, considering her rating and what some of the other horses have got to carry. So, although she's top weight, I don't think she gets into the race too bad.
Safely through this, is the plan to then head to Trentham?
That's the plan, yes. She'll go to the Telegraph and into the sprint at Te Rapa. That's the plan at this stage.
So $3.50 on option 1971 for the JNR&N Burkett Telegraph. She is the favourite over Bostonian. Is he the one you fear the most today, Jamie?
Oh, for sure. Certainly from his barrier. Races well fresh. And the boys have kept the work up to him over there. He's had a couple of exhibition gallops like we have, and he'd be hard to beat.
We'll move away from Melody Bell, go to one of the other features, and we are having a look at the Eclipse Stakes, where Whiskey Neat is the $1.85 favourite with Leith Innes, but your boy, Aotea Lad, how's he come through that first up win? Because he was strong to the line, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, and it was a big win for him, first Triple A and Group 2 race. So he's improved out of that. His work at Ellerslie the other day was good when he had a bit of a look round up there, and his work since has been good as well. So look, he needs to raise the bar, but he's on a path to crack $1 million, and this will be a nice race to set him for that race.
He's drawn out a wee bit, but Opie will take care of that.
Yeah, he's probably got to go back a little bit and get in, but that's how he rode him at Trentham, and as long as he's not too far off him in that small field, hopefully be able to tack the line late.
You've had a chance to assess the field. What did you make of the favourite Whiskey Neat? He couldn't have been more impressive and is obviously the one to beat. Yeah,
for sure. He's got natural speed, and I guess the question mark with him is first time right-handed, but he's been up there and had a look around it. I'm sure he'd be well schooled. So he's probably going to be out near the lead somewhere, and hopefully we can hunt him down. He looks a pretty natural galloper. So look, he's going to get a good line on our horse, aren't we?
Yep, you certainly are that. Let's move on to the Royal Stakes. You've got a maiden in it, in Luminous, but I reckon she deserves her chance, and the tote would indicate, Jamie, it's $6. There's a few punters think that way as well.
Yeah, we really like her, Greg. Her work's been good at home, and any luck in running from those sort of barriers in her first couple of starts. If she wasn't so slow away, I'd say she would have won one by now, but She's crying out for 2,000 metres, and we don't often run horses out of their grade, but we think she's up to it.
You certainly won't have any difficulty spotting her in the run. We're looking at her finishing and hitting the line really strongly here at Matamata. A replica of this performance would see her right in the finish.
Yeah, and I think the form out of that race will stack up. Arrogance and the Great Northern Guineas there today. He looks a progressive sort of horse, and led and dictated at Matamata and kicked away. Sort of race was all over, but she closed hard. And as I say, up to 2,000 metres should suit, I guess, the Querier's first time around Ellerslie, but I think it's slightly different sprinting races to staying races. She's going to, jump and go past the winning post the first time, and hopefully, she's fairly well scored. She's had 3 trials right-handed, 2 or 3 trials right-handed, so she should be able to handle that situation.
Jamie, 4 runners, I think it is, at Hastings, King Cane, Duck Road, Motivation, and She's a Thinker. They're all in the market too. Yeah,
they sort of all look well placed. King Cane, sort of back to an industry day, will suit him. Duck Road, he's a sort of progressive horse. We're a little bit disappointed with his run second up, but he spelled well and jumped out well last week, so he looks up to it. She's, I think, is a progressive sort of filly that did a few things wrong there last time, and Motivation's very honest and deserves one.
Jamie, where are your confidence levels heading to Ellerslie today? Can you tell the punters that things are absolutely bang on with your team, and in particular in the Sistema Railway?
Yeah, we couldn't have her any better. Preparation's just gone perfectly. She's never missed a beat the whole way through. I guess she's drawn a barrier. You're probably 8 out of 10 sort of thing, but it just makes it a little bit difficult with the barrier. But we've got a really good jockey, and I guess the speed in the race is the main thing, Greg. Hopefully they string out and we can get a spot.
Jamie, thanks so much for your time. All the very best, both there and at Hastings today. And I'm sure the team will fire up. And congratulations on the way things have gone through 2018. I'm sure that's going to roll into this new year as well.